Hello friends, this is Tanu from Aussie's Clayton and I'm one of the PTE trainers here, and today we will be discussing about one of the very important sections of PTE exam, which is writing module. So we'll be taking up all the queries and doubts you have about your writing section in PTE. We'll be discussing all the important strategies and what you need to do to achieve a perfect score of 90 in the writing section. So we will begin with the first question of the writing section of PTE exam. But before we do that, I would like to congratulate few students who've achieved their desired scores very recently. So today, one of our students, Janani, she got a perfect score. She got a very good score. In her first attempt, she managed to ace her target score. Congratulations, Janani. And another student is Joseph, who managed to get a perfect score of 89. He got perfect 90 in speaking and 89 in listening, 87 in his reading and 85 in his writing. Congratulations, Joseph. And I'm very happy for you guys. And students, if you are watching this video, I would like to tell you guys that in the market there are certain centers, certain institutes and certain people who are spreading the news that PTE has changed their marking and there are few changes in PTE. As of now, there's nothing which has changed in PTE. Nothing has changed about the marking or any other thing as of now. So please do not trust anyone and everyone with the wrong information, okay, which can distract you. So don't be distracted by all those rumors. So I would like to tell you guys, just focus and just think that PTE is very easy exam. So the first thing you need to do is you need to think that you can ace it. The moment you start thinking that you can get your scores, you can get a perfect 90, start working towards your goal, and trust me, you will get your desired scores. Now, to begin with, the first question of the writing section is called summarize written text. Now, there are only two questions in the writing section, out of which first one is summarize written text, also commonly called reading summaries. The second question is essay. Apart from these two questions, there is no other question in specifically writing module. But apart from these two questions, there are other tasks also that contribute a lot of marks towards the writing section. To begin with, I would say the first question, as I said, it is summarize written text, also commonly known as reading summaries. In this task, what happens is you will see a text. Okay, so it could be 2 paragraphs, it could be 3 paragraphs, it could just be one small paragraph, and you have to read it and you have to write a summary. Now the guidelines say you have to write a summary using one sentence only. Also, the word count has to be between 5 to 75 words. So these two are the most important guidelines. So you cannot breach the guidelines. The third instruction says you have 10 minutes to do the task. So you have to keep these three things in your mind before you actually start to read or write anything. So the first important thing in order to do this task is you have to read the passage. You have to actually scan the passage very, very careful and get to know the main idea, the gist of the passage. As the word summary itself tells you, that summary means abstract or extract of something. So summary is basically the main idea of something. Now in this one, first instruction, as I said, is you have to write one sentence. That means you cannot use more than one full stop. But you can join multiple sentences, multiple important ideas with the use of connectors or some joining words. Now, it is very, very important to use a correct connector or a correct punctuation mark wherever required, because you can only use one full stop. So, you might not be able to use multiple sentences with the full stop. So to begin with, once you've read the passage carefully, once you've got that, this is the main idea, this is the most important sentence on which your summary can rely, you need to pick that sentence with other important ideas. So with another, let's say you have 2 or 3 paragraphs and you found that, you know, the first paragraph has this important sentence and the second paragraph has got another important idea, and the third paragraph is referring to a conclusion which is equally important. So how you're going to write the summary is you have to pick all those important ideas and join them using multiple connectors. Lot of students, they ask me, ma'am, if we copy and paste the same words from the passage, will it affect our scores? The answer is no. You can actually score a perfect 90 using the similar words from the passage. So there is a big misconception that if you use same words from the passage, you won't get the scores. But trust me guys, that's not the case. You will and you can get your scores by using exactly the same words. But if you are not very sure, I would recommend you to use, you know, you can use synonyms instead of few words, and you can write a summary. Okay, so it is important that you pick up the ideas, the main ideas. There are certain connectors. Coming to the connectors, I would say the connectors, most commonly used connectors are some positive connectors, some negative connectors. So most commonly used connector, let's say, is and or but. So and we all know is a positive connector. So if you have two ideas which are referring to a similar concept, okay, so similar thought process, positivity, right, you can use and. But if you have a positive and a negative sentence, you can use but. So it is very important to choose wisely which connector is relevant in order to write a good summary. The second instruction says that the word count has to be between 5 to 75 words. So I would say that if you breach the guidelines, say you've written a summary which is more than 75 words, of course it will affect your scores. So never breach the guidelines. Make sure you are within the word limit. They say 5, so that means more than 5. Of course you will be writing a summary which is more than 5 words, so you're safe. You've got a safe and that way. But sometimes students, they write a very long passage. Moreover, you just have 10 minutes. So do not waste your time writing unnecessary long sentences, long summaries. Remember, it's just one sentence which can do the magic. And trust me, copying and pasting few phrases, few sentences from the passage can actually help you get your desired scores. So never trust people who say that, you know, if you copy and paste, you won't get marks. I am not, you know, I'm not convincing, or I'm not just telling you guys to do that, but this can work. Okay, for more information, you can come in for a free trial class at Aussie's Clayton for our writing section. We are offering a free trial class which is mostly on Tuesdays 10 to 12 in the morning and Mondays 6 to 8 in the evening. So if you've got any questions, any queries, and you want to know more about the writing details, you can come in for a free trial class anytime. Going forward, the third instruction, as I said, time frame is very, very important. So make sure you do not use more than 10 minutes to do this task. Now, after how to do this task, there's another thing which you need to have in mind, which is what can affect your scores. No matter you've written a good summary, you've picked up the right sentence, you've used the right connector, there's a very important thing which is spellings. If you use incorrect spellings in this task, every single spelling error you make, it's going to affect your scores. So make sure after writing the summary, you always proofread what you've written. You have to revise what you've written, because every spelling error, every tense error you make, every punctuation error you make, it can change the sense of the summary. It can change the sense, it can change the meaning of the complete summary. So you have to be very, very careful about the spellings. And guys, when we are talking about writing, writing is not about what you write. It's actually about how you write things, how you present your ideas on paper. So you have to be very, very careful about not what, but how part. And that how part of writing is basically made up of grammar and your spellings. And what is grammar made up of? Grammar is made up of your tenses and your punctuation. So all together, tenses, punctuation and spellings, these three things are very, very important in any of the writing tasks, any of the writing questions you are doing. So anywhere where you make a spelling error in writing section, you lose marks. So be very careful about the spellings. Going forward, we have there's another task of the writing section, which is essay. Now, a lot of students, they've got that fear that essay, oh my god, it's very hard to write an essay, and when it comes to essays, you know, I won't be able to score because essays is something which I'm very scared of and I won't be able to do it. But trust me guys, essays is the most easy thing in PTE. If we compare it to IELTS, a lot of students, they have that misconception that, you know, IELTS is way more easier than PTE. But trust me guys, I'm saying it openly, it's very hard to get 8 bands in IELTS these days. You really need to be a good scholar, or you must have done PhD or something in English to get 8 bands in, specifically in writing module of IELTS. It's very hard. But as I told you that, you know, on and off, I believe 3-4 students in a week, they get their desired scores here. So I'm just talking about Aussie's Clayton, and there are multiple institutes in Australia or all over the world. Every institute, if I say have 5 students or 7 students every week who are getting a perfect score of 80, that means something is there which can be done to get, you know, good scores. But in IELTS, there are no tips, no strategies, no templates which can be used to get a perfect score of 80 or 79 plus. So guys, coming back to our essay. Now, essays is something which is very easy. As I said, there are 3 possible combinations you can get in your exam for essay and for a summary. The first combination is you get 2 essays and 2 summary, which is 10 minutes each for the summary and 20 minutes for the essay, which makes a total of 60 minutes. The second possible combination which you might get is 3 summaries, which is total of 30 minutes, and 1 essay, another 20 minutes. So that is 50 minutes. And the third combination is you get 2 summaries and 1 essay, which is like very easy. 20 minutes for the summaries and 20 minutes for the essay, which is like 40 minutes altogether. So it is completely random what you can get. So be prepared. Even if you get 2 essays and 1 summary or 2 summaries, trust me, it's very easy. So the more essays you get, actually the better it is, because essay is the only task which is not integrated for writing section. So that means the marks are only going towards your writing itself. So any error you make will only affect your writing task. Whereas the summaries, as I mentioned, they are also called reading summaries. The marks are going towards reading and towards writing. So any error you make in a summary can affect your reading score as well. Whereas there's a plus with essays that you don't, you know, your scores are not affected, or other scores or other areas are not affected if you've made a mistake in the essay. So actually getting 2 essays is much more better. I know it's sometimes hard and, you know, very hectic when you have to write 2 essays with, you know, the restricted time frame, but trust me, it's way more scoring. Now, to begin with the essay, there are instructions which says that you have to plan, organize your ideas and write an essay with 200 to 300 words within 20 minutes, right? So that means 200 to 300 words. Now the word count is mentioned there. The word count is very important guideline. Trust me guys, if you write an essay with less than 160 words, you get a 0. If you write an essay more than 360 words, you again get a 0. So make sure you stay within the guidelines. If you breach the guidelines, you will lose marks, and there's no way you can score 79 plus. Why I stress more on 79 plus is because the more high you think, the better it is for you, the better it will motivate you to get your scores. Now, how to start an essay, plan, organize, and, you know, put your ideas onto paper is something which is hard at times. But if you have a structure in your mind, if you have a template which you've prepared, it is very easy. Now, students, they come and ask that, ma'am, do you think it is recommended to use a template, or it is recommended to use a specific structure for the essay? The answer to this question varies actually. So if you are using the correct template which has got, you know, quality in it, it is highly advisable to use a template. or a fixed structure. But if the template has got a lot of useless material, sorry for my language, but if it has got not relevant stuff in it, I would never recommend you guys to use a template, because the main idea behind writing the essays, they want to check how well you can comprehend your ideas, how well you can use grammar, how well you can put your or organize your ideas into when you're writing. So they are not after the useless stuff, rather they want quality in your writing. It is not the quantity that matters, it is the quality that matters. Coming to the word count also, I would say that word count, they say 200 to 300 words. The other common question which students ask is, ma'am, do we have to write 240 words or 260 or 280 words in order to get 79? The answer is no. As I said, it is the quality that matters, not the quantity. I believe even if you write 202 words also, as far as it is more than 200 words, you can get 79 plus, provided you have planned and organized it in such a way that it is complete in itself and it has got excellent phrases, excellent language. As far as it is complete structure, correct structure, you can get 79 plus, I would say rather 90, provided you are using the correct structure. And let's see if we've got a question. Hi Amanpreet, where are you located? Hi Pooja, thanks for asking the question. We are located in Melbourne, in Clayton suburb. We are Aussie's group, Aussie's Migration and Education Consultancy, and we provide services not only regarding to PTE but about any migration and education related services also. And Amanpreet, thanks for asking, and she's asking, please suggest the ideal word count for essay and summarize written text as well. Aman, as I mentioned, that summaries 5 to 75 words, anything above 25 words is good, anything less than 75 is perfect. So as far as you are within the guidelines, you're good to go. And for the essay, again, as I said, 200 to 300 words. Even if you write 201 words, that's enough, provided it is correct and quality structure. So there is no point of writing 280 words and using full 20 minutes and making tons of mistakes in those 280 words. Remember, the more you write, the chances of making more mistakes are there. The less you write, the better it is, provided you are following the guidelines. So if you use the right structure, you write 205 words. Recently, last week only, I think we've got a student, Deepak. You must have seen him on PTE Tutorials also. He's given an interview as well. He scored such a good score and he wrote only 204 words for his essay. And if he can get, scores, why not you guys? Even Joseph, as I mentioned in the beginning of the audio, he got 85 in his writing and he wrote an essay of 208 words. And he said he completely followed the structure given by us. Even Deepak said he completely followed the structure and template provided by us. So guys, if you are struggling in the writing section, I believe correct template can actually help you. So don't follow people who say that you should not be using any templates. You can use a template. And Pooja is asking, is there any branch in Hobart? I believe at the moment, Pooja, we are not having any branch there, but fingers crossed, hopefully we'll be there soon. And Aman is asking, I got 86 in writing by using about 210 words in essay. So that proves my point, guys. You can see, you can read her comment. She said that she's written only 210 words and she scored 86. Well done, Aman. That's a very good score. And we've got Sumaya. Hi, Sumaya. Thanks for asking the question. And she's asking, how can I manage time in reading? I want to get 65 only. I should answer half of question right to get it. Sumaya, since it's a question of reading, but I'll be able to answer that question because what you are thinking is not correct. If you think by attempting half of the questions you'll be able to get 65, I believe it's a no, because we don't know that I don't know which tasks you think is a high weightage task, and we don't know whatever half questions you attempt, are you attempting them correctly or not. So never think that you need 65, so doing half of the exam would be good for you. Not at all. Just do your best. try to complete each and every question and try to focus more on the high weightage tasks rather than the low weightage tasks. By attempting half the questions is not the way out. You can focus more on tasks like reading and writing, fill in the blanks, drag and drop, reading summaries, rather than multiple choice questions and reordering paragraphs, which are not quite high weightage tasks. But always try to attempt most of the exam. And is there any other question? No, not at the moment. So let's be back onto our essay as we were discussing. So essay, as I said, word count. I've already mentioned about the word count. The next important thing in the essay you have to consider is how many paragraphs should be there to, organize your ideas. I believe 4 paragraphs are more than enough. Please do not write multiple paragraphs. No more than 6 paragraphs is required because it is not considered good. So make sure you write 4 important paragraphs. First paragraph is called introduction, where you actually introduce the main idea which is given in the passage. So if the heading says, do you think parents should be held legally responsible for Children's Act? So they are asking you a question. Try to answer that question which is given to you in the topic. If the topic asks you, do you agree that large shopping malls should replace small shops? So they are asking you your opinion, whether you agree or you disagree. So try to give your opinion and then try to prove that opinion. Try to give reasons to justify your opinion further. But it is very important to answer the questions given to you in the topic itself. So introduction, conclusion, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2. So total of 4 paragraphs. So guys, about the scores, most of the scores, introduction carries most of the weightage, followed by conclusion, followed by body paragraph 1, and the last comes body paragraph 2. So it is very important to write correct and good introduction, a good conclusion. Whenever you start an essay, when they say plan and organize, how I tell my students to plan it is that since you only get 20 minutes to write an essay of 200 or 210 words, I would say start with the introduction, then straight away jump on to the conclusion, because they both carry maximum marks. Once you are done with the introduction and the conclusion, you can start with body paragraph 1. Now what you have to write in body paragraph 1 depends on the topic itself. So say you've given your opinion about, yes, do you believe that large shopping malls should replace the small shops? Now you have to justify your opinion by giving correct reasons, examples to support your opinion. Now some people, they ask me, ma'am, it is very good and is it very important to give examples? The answer is no, it is not very important to give examples. Don't think that giving examples will get you more scores. No, it's not IELTS, it's PTE. Okay, we've got another question from Pooja. Pooja is asking, how can I get your help as my desired score is 7 in each? Pooja, you can come in for a free trial class in Aussie's Clayton. So I'll be able to help you then. And we've got Taj Sidhu. Hi Taj. She's asking, Tanu, why not give my answer? Okay. Taj, I'm not able to see your question. Do you mind posting it again, please? Because I'm not able to view your question here. Otherwise, I would have given the answer. And guys, sorry, the internet is a little bit slow. So when the questions are uploaded, I'll surely be answering everyone's question. So don't be taken aback if I'm not answering it here. I'll be replying to all the questions very soon. And we've got another question. Sumaya is asking, but if only the half question was right, I can get. No, Sumaya, if half of the questions are correct, you still might not be able to get 65. You need to attempt all the high weightage tasks in order to get 65. 65 is not a piece of cake, trust me. You need to work for that. And sorry guys, I'm just... Okay, so we've got another question from Taj. Is it correct using same template in 2 essays? Taj, yes, of course you can use same template in both the essays, provided you have given correct opinion and you have answered the question that is being asked in the topic. So you have to use correct information, relevant information, and you can use same templates in 2, 3, 4, whatever number of essays you get. So if you have a fixed template or a fixed structure, you can use it for any essay you get in PTE. But you have to comprehend your ideas in such a way that the structure is relevant to your ideas. And we've got Sumaya and we've got Kuldeep. Hi Kuldeep, thanks for asking the question. And he's asking, in summarized written section, is it okay to pick one independent sentence and relate to other sentence by joining with and, but, or however, without changing words but in word limit? Kuldeep, yes, it is completely okay to pick up sentences and join with connectors. You can do that. Certainly you can do that without changing any words. But if you change words, if you use synonyms, that is more better. That is more beneficial. And Dr. Amanpreet is asking how many words should be in the conclusion. See, Amanpreet, it is not fixed that how many words you should be using for a conclusion or for an introduction. As far as the conclusion is complete in itself and it is providing relevant completeness in itself about whatever you've written above, it will be fine. 2 to 3 sentences I recommend my students. So I would say approximately 30 words, 35 or maximum 40 words should be good enough. Now coming back to our body paragraph 1. Body paragraph 1 has maximum weightage. It has got more weightage than the body paragraph 2. So all the important points to prove your opinion, to justify what you've given in the introduction, should be included in the body paragraph 1. So guys, 4 to 5 sentences would be really good enough. Also, another important point is that in both bodies 1 and 2, you have to conclude it. Okay, so even if you're writing body paragraph 1, you still need to, after giving your opinion, you need to conclude that paragraph. And say you're writing both side essay. There are 3 types of essays basically. So agree, disagree, both sides, and problem solution. So if you're writing a both side essay, then also in the body paragraph 2, you still have to, not then also, you still have to give a conclusion to complete the paragraph. And about the examples, coming back to the examples, there are 2 types of examples. One is called fictional examples and other one is called factual examples. It is not advisable to use I or my or your personal experience in the examples. Okay, so try to write hypothetical examples, try to use factual examples, not fictional examples. Fiction is something which we can make up, but you can always convert a fictional example into a factual example. For example, if you have to write about a personal experience, but it's a fictional example, right? You have just imagined that example. You can turn it into a factual by writing, according to a research published by, say, the Age newspaper, it was concluded ... Or you can say, according to a survey done by Monash University, it was seen ... So you can always convert your fictional examples into factual. But guys, trust me, don't believe that writing examples, it can fill in the word count undoubtedly, but it might not be able to, you might not be getting 2 good scores by using just examples. The main thing that is required in the essay is the main ideas, the main reasons which should be there to justify what you've written. And we've got Sarung Hingleng. Hi Sarung, thanks for asking the question. And she's asking, is it a must to have 2 body paragraphs in the essay? Yes Sarung, it is really good if you can write 2 paragraphs. It is advisable because you need content, you need relevant content to justify your opinion, to prove what you have written in the introduction. So if it is, let's assume it's a problem solution essay, and let's say the topic is which is the most pressing problem among different organizations, and what solutions can you give to resolve that issue. So you have to discuss problem in body paragraph 1 and give solution in body paragraph 2. Let's assume if the topic is a both side essay. Do you think television is a medium to entertain or inform? So it's a both side essay. It is a medium to entertain as well as it is a medium to inform. So you write one thing in body 1 and the other thing in body 2. Sometimes you get a both side essay with agree and disagree, where the topic says, do you agree to it or do you disagree to it? Guys, sometimes when you get agree disagree essay, you can still write both sides about it. Don't have this thing fixed in your head that you cannot write both sides in a agree disagree essay. You can certainly write both sides in agree disagree essay, providing you are proving your point correctly. So in that scenario also, in body paragraph 1 you are on the positive side, and in body paragraph 2 you are describing the negative side. So any type of essay you get, 2 body paragraphs are important. And Kuldeep's got another question. If I miss one word in right from dictation at beginning, will I get marks for rest of the sentence or not? I will be talking about that, Kuldeep, very soon. Let's wrap up the essay first, and then we'll be talking about the other task which will get you writing marks. So guys, we were on body paragraph 1. As I said, you need to complete it with a conclusion. Same thing goes for body paragraph 2, and the last is your conclusion, which holds very good marks. So rather than focusing more on body paragraph 2, try to write the conclusion first. So get done and dusted with your introduction, body 1, conclusion, and then start writing your body paragraph 2, because it has got the least weightage. Now sometimes what happens is, when you are writing, you are not aware that time is 19 minutes and you just have a 1 minute left, but your word count is only 170. So you still have 30 more words to write, but you only have 1 minute. That is in worst case scenario, guys. What you have to do is you can pick up a sentence from your introduction, from your body, or even from the topic, copy and paste that sentence in your body paragraph 2, because it is very important to write more than 200 words. So in order to not to breach that guideline, please make sure you write 200 words, and always try to have 1 minute at least to revise or proofread what you've written. Only one spelling error in essay is permissible. So please make sure you do not use unnecessary incorrect spellings. I think that was all about our essay. And let's see if you've got any other question. No, we don't have any other. Hi Ravni, thanks for your valuable comments also, and thanks for being with us. And moving on to the next question of the writing section, guys. Apart from these 2 questions, there are other 3 tasks which will get you writing score. First is called reading and writing, fill in the blanks. A very important and a very high weightage task. It contributes a lot of marks towards reading and towards writing. In this task, basically you have to select, you have 3 or 4 options for one blank, and you have to select correct option. So you're not using your spellings, but the spellings are actually there, but still marks are going towards your writing section. So guys, this is a very easy task, and lots of students are getting repeated exam questions, which are really helpful to ace this task. But you need to know certain grammar rules before you actually start to practice this task, because grammar can help you solve fill in the blanks very easily. I won't be talking about grammar today because we have to finish this session on time. So we might be talking about grammar in our next live session. Coming to the next important task for writing section is called write from dictation. So in this task is the task of your listening module, and this is the last question of listening module. Again, this is a very high weightage task. So rather than essay, you need to focus on all those other tasks which are high weightage task. Essay is a moderate weightage task, not a very high weightage task. But people have that, they haunt themselves by, saying that, oh my god, essay is such a big task. No, actually, fill in the blanks, write from dictation are way more tougher and way more scoring tasks. So in write from dictation, as Kuldeep asked, if you miss one word at the beginning, you will definitely get marks for whatever you write. Every single word you write, you get marks. Remember, it is an integrated task, so marks are not only going towards your listening only, but towards your writing as well. So each and every word you miss, you lose mark. Each and every word, whether it is a or even a punctuation, you get marks for that word. In this task, you listen to a sentence, and please guys, this is a very, very important task. There is no way you can score 79 or more if you miss any of write from dictation. This is a very scoring and a very, very high weightage task. So please focus more on write from dictation, because it has got more than 40 marks. Okay, the Pearson has not published their scoring guide, but by experience and lot of people, they've come up with the score guide, which says that it has got actually more than 40 marks, and every word you miss will affect your scores, which will highly affect your scores. So guys, please, to get 79 plus in writing, please focus more on write from dictation. And thank you, Kuldeep. Let's see if we've answered most of the questions, I believe. And yeah, that's it. And the last task of writing section, which gets you marks for writing, is again from the listening module. That is why listening and writing are very closely related. So guys, it is called summarize spoken text. This is a very, very important task, and most of my students, they make a lot of errors in this task because they take it too lightly. It has got more marks than your essays. So guys, if you are struggling in listening and writing, two areas, this is the task on which you need to focus a lot. It is not easy, trust me, it is not easy, but nothing is impossible in PTE. You can easily do this task if you follow the correct strategy and the right template. So strategy and template put together can help you write a very good summary. Now in this task, you will listen to an audio and you have to summarize. You have to write a summary using 50 to 70 words. So in this task, basically you need to take a lot of notes. The more things you can get out of the passage, the better marks you will get, because you will be able to comprehend your ideas, you will be able to organize your ideas and write a good summary. A good summary will have an introduction, a body and a conclusion. Of course, you cannot write a very long summary because we are restricted with the word count. So make sure you include the important idea, the most important idea in the body. Okay, so using the correct template and putting your notes, whatever you've noted from the lecture. Now there's a common question which a lot of students ask, that can they use same words from the audio? Of course you can use the same word from the audio. For example, let's say if a topic, you must have heard about a summary on Mary Mellon, right? So the topic is mainly about Typhoid Mary or Mary Mellon, right? So you cannot change it, because the main idea of the passage is they are talking about a lady whose name is Mary. So you have to mention Mary maybe once or twice. So it is completely okay to use similar words, similar phrases from the lecture, but they have to be correct and relevant. Try not to use irrelevant things, because this is not a retail lecture. Do not confuse it with retail lecture. A lot of students, they believe that retail lecture is very easy and they do the same thing in summarize spoken text, and that's where they lag and make mistakes and lose marks. In this, you have to write and comprehend your idea. So writing is how you write. You have to be careful about the grammar. Do not include unnecessary keywords here. Okay, do not include long templates here. Try to use more good content, because if you have good content in this, you will be able to get good scores. And I forgot to mention, there's another task of listening, which is listening fill in the blanks. That also contributes a lot of marks towards your writing section. And especially spellings of that tasks are very, very important, because even if you miss out S or you've made a very silly error in the spelling, you still lose marks. So guys, be very, very careful about all these 6 tasks which get you writing score, which can get you a perfect score of 90 in your writing section. And Pooja is asking, can can you be able to give any online coaching, as I am located in Hobart? Pooja, we personally from Aussie's Clayton, we do not run any online coaching. However, you can visit our website. You can go to PTE Tutorials page. We do provide online coaching. All the relevant information about online coaching is on that website. So you can go to that website, visit that page and inquire about online coaching. Or you can leave your number here so I can ask the appropriate staff to give you a call and organize online coaching for you. And guys, I hope I've answered all the questions, and if I've missed out any questions, I'll be answering them in the comments. If you have any other questions also, you can always post it in the comment box and we'll be more than happy to clear all your doubts and queries. So I believe that's it for today, and thank you guys for watching us. Another important thing which we would like to share today, Christmas is just around the corner and you guys must be having vacations soon. So guys, please don't waste your time. As you know, there are rumors that PTE has changed. Nothing has changed as of now, but it can change any day, any minute. So try to get done and dusted with PTE, because that's the only medium that will get you 20 points for your residency. Thank you. And if you have any questions regarding PTE, you can visit our page, or you can come to Aussie's Clayton for any other information. And we also have a free trial class. If you're looking to join the classes, you can always take in a free trial class which can give you the idea and tell us and give you a better overview about how we run our classes. Thank you.